Hello. Yesterday we talked about training a horse a little bit, and I said I would update you with the Horn Brothers method of training. To tell you how they trained a horse to start, now this is for reining horses in the quarter horse world. They had a barn that directly out of their barn, they had like a 4-acre pasture or arena, if you will, that they kept worked up for it to be an arena. And now typically their horses, they didn't work on Sunday. The horses stayed in stalls, and then their stable was closed down on Monday. So horses didn't get worked on Monday. On Tuesday morning, their normal training regimen they would saddle a horse in the alleyway of the barn. They'd get on him and give him his head. And because they've been standing in stalls, the horses are fresh. They typically would run out of the barn, not canter. They would run, and they would run out in that field, and they just kept them going in the field. They didn't try to school them. They just gently would turn them in big circles, just so they didn't run over the outside of the arena. And then when the horse got his energy out, they then would ask him to trot or canter some great big figure eights, not small ones, but just nice big figure eights. And after they'd been out for 30, 45 minutes, they brought the horse in when he was relaxed and quiet and put him away. That was Monday's training. Now this was 45 years ago, and they were getting $400 a month for training then, and that was high. That did not include the boarding of the horse. That was their training bill. And so Wednesday, they would get on the horse, same thing, saddle him up in the alleyway, and he would run out of the barn, but he would only run for maybe half as much as he had the day before. When he had run that, again, after he had quit running and he's just loping, they would ride big figure eights, no flying lead changes, just big figure eights, just lengthening both sides of his body, bending him and letting him go. They put him away. Now, they would talk about when that horse was ready. And let's say that this week's goal was to get the horse to sit down on his left hind foot and turn like he's going to do a spin, to start a spin movement. So we're now at Thursday. The horse on Thursday morning probably won't run out of the barn. He'll just canter out. And so they'll go out and they canter big circles, and then they walk some, and they will introduce what they want him to do. They'll ride out there in a straight line. They'll touch the rein to rock him back and ask him with that outside leg to turn. Not all the way around. Turn 45 degrees or turn 90 degrees to the side. And if he turned 90 degrees easy, put him away right then. He's done what you've asked him to do. Quit while he understands it. Friday is test day. Okay? He's not going to run out of the barn. He's going to canter. You take him out and just warm him up and stretch all the muscles and get them loose. Today, you're going to set him down on the left hind leg and get him to come. And you'd like for him to come 180 degrees back where he was. If he does it, put him away. And for that, they were getting the highest training fee that was being taken in the United States. But they would sit up all night talking about when that horse's mind was ready. See, if a horse will do 180 degrees for you, come all the way around smooth, he'll do a 360 then. Okay? But you would add that to the next week's training. You come out on Thursday, you're going to get him to do the 180. Friday, you're going to see if you can get another quarter out of that. You take them as fast as they will go, but no pressure. You don't put a lot of pressure on him to get that. You want him to do it while he's relaxed and enjoying it. Horses love to compete. Some of them do. That's what makes racehorses. A good racehorse likes to win. They know when they go in that winner's circle. The same is true in a show over jumps or in a dressage arena. Horses know when they have performed well. I've had one horse that he would just get excited, not excitable, but he would just be just so full of himself and so proud of himself when he got the first place ribbon. They know what color those ribbons are. They know when they're called out in the line. And they like that. Again, the race horses show it more than most other horses do. Because if we're riding a jumping horse, for instance, we don't want him prancing around as he comes out for the winning. Some of them do because of the excitement. You'd like to have him nice and calm and to do what he's supposed to do. But everything we do is geared to the final performance. And we're not training a horse's body. We exercise the horse's body. We're training a horse's mind. Because you've seen horses turn loose and they can go out in the pasture. I've seen horses doing passage in the pasture. I've seen them doing an extended trot in the pasture. I've seen them doing hand gallops. I've seen them doing controlled gallops. I've had horses that love to jump. And if there were jumps out in their pasture, they would go jump them, okay? Because they had learned that that was a good experience and they enjoyed it. They liked it. Anyway, from that, you can build a philosophy about training. And it doesn't matter what you're training the horse to do. Figure out a plan that is consistent with the way you ask the horse to do it. And then when he does something right, you reward him. And one of the best rewards you can do when you're riding a horse is to put him away and feed him. Don't give him very many sweets. That has a problem with it. Have a wonderful day.